Basically, I've been struggling for years and years, tried all sorts of treatments for PTSD. My main symptoms are anxiety and depression, and I had read about ketamine, seen some articles on it. I've tried a bunch of other avenues of treatment, and finally decided to come in and give it a try. Basically, my experience was with the VA was pretty much every time I went there, all they wanted to do, they didn't seem to ever listen. They just wanted to throw pills at me, do talk therapy, and that just seemed to get me nowhere. Felt like I was never heard, never listened to. Whereas when I came here, you guys were always listening and hearing what I had to say. And the ketamine has been completely different, and just the symptom relief that I have, and the little daily changes that I'm able to make, and not be so stressed out, not be so anxious, not be so depressed. It's been life changing. Ketamine therapy is different, and it's not as aggressive for me on the come up. It was very gentle. It was very loving. It was it was just all around kind of magical, to be honest, compared to a lot of other things I've tried. It didn't get my anxiety going at all, and it was quite a ride. After I started my ketamine treatments, I would say I started noticing a shift around probably my third or fourth treatment is when I started noticing things where I was thinking differently, making a little bit better choices, making small little improvements that seem to be adding up quite a bit lately. My first impressions of my self wellness, honestly, I was a little bit nervous, just didn't know what to expect, to be honest. But everybody here that I've ran into has been very helpful, very kind, very loving, never feel any judgment, and it's just been an all around great experience, to be honest. Everybody here has been such helpful, all in their own ways. If I were a veteran that was struggling, my message to them would be to let go of all their stigmas of, don't have necessarily expectations set either. Just go into it with an open mind and be open to the fact that it could help you. My relationships with my family and friends have definitely improved. I've noticed I'm a lot more social, I'm a lot more interactive, I'm not so reclusive, I don't tend to isolate as much, and just generally seem to be getting a lot better as time goes on. The things I've noticed in my daily routine that have changed is instead of holding myself up in the house all day, I tend to go with more walks with my dog. I tend to be more cognizant of the food I'm eating. I'm trying to be more active and just be more outgoing, and try not to focus on so much the negative as much as what positive could be there instead of the negative. I 100% would recommend my self wellness to anybody who's struggling or needs help and feels like they don't have anything left to try. I 100% would.